Dakle, ukratko ću sada samo reći o padežima, ali cijelo objašnjenje možete vidjeti u prvom videu. I danas ću govoriti samo na engleskom, naravno primjeri će biti na hrvatskom, ali sutra i prekosutra pričam samo na hrvatskom i to će biti malo onda za naprednije. Dobro jutro, Leri, kako ste? Prije nego što počnemo, evo recite mi kako ste. Before we begin, tell me, how are you? Kako ste? Okay. In short, in the first video, I explained what a grammatical case is as a concept. And the important thing for now is to just repeat that the grammatical case is a concept of different versions of the same word that we use, put in a sentence, and depending on the context, we're going to use a different version of this word. All contexts are in the first video. Today, ground form, nominative case. From the ground form, we can actually learn several important things. And the first thing is gender of the word. So nominative case is the ground form, and if you are not sure what is the ground form of a word, if you find it in a context, you can write in the dictionary just your own word from your own language, from your native language, and then what comes up in the dictionary, that's the ground form. That's nominative case. The first case, ground form case. Evo, dobar dan, Sunki Kim, ne znam je li točno, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correct, so I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. It's real difficult, but dobar dan svima, dobro jutro i bok svima, drago mi je što ste ovdje sa mnom, so I'm happy to see you here with me today. Okay. I think we can now actually start with the lesson. One more time, we are dealing with the first case, case system explained in the first video, part 1. In the description, you can check it out. Today, we are starting with the first case, that's nominative case, the ground form. Okay, nominative is the first case. And from this first case, when you start to learn Croatian, the first thing you're going to learn are basic forms of the word. So you're going to learn the word and its meaning. Then when you learn the meaning, you can also learn the gender of the word. Gender system is not difficult in Croatia. There are some exceptions, but I'm not going to go in too much detail right now here in this video. With the gender. 3 genders, masculine, feminine, neutral. Muški, ženski, srednji rod. Masculine, feminine, and neutral. I think it's best to start with feminine. Mama. Mama. When the word ends with a, mama, it's feminine. First rule, mama, feminine, so mom. Then, if the words end with o or e, it's neutral. The gender is neutral. Pivo, pivo, beer, pivo. More, si, more. Pivo, more, neutral. That was the second rule. So the first rule, mama, feminine. When the words end with a, it's feminine. If it ends with o or e, neutral. Those last letters, a, o, e, are all vowels. We have 5 vowels in Croatian, a, e, i, o, u. Everything else is a consonant. So all other letters like l, m, ch, n are consonant, not vowels. So everything that's not a, o, or e is masculine, like prijatelj, friend, prijatelj. So 3 genders, masculine, feminine, neutral. 3 roda, muški, ženski, srednji rod. Prijatelj, muški rod, it doesn't end with a vowel, it ends with a consonant, prijatelj. Ženski rod, feminine, ends with a, mama. Neutral ends with o or e, pivo, Mora. Let's use all this in sentences. And if you are here and you know nominative case well, genders well, please make your own sentences with these words. Ako ste ovdje I znate dobro naše rodove I znate dobro ove riječi, molim vas napišite mi rečenice koristeći ove riječi, znači neke druge rečenice koristeći ove riječi. Let's use them in sentences. Mama, so feminine word mama. Mama kuha. So mom is cooking. Mom cooks. It can be both. Let's also remember the rule that we learned from the first video. We search for the action in the sentence. What is happening in the sentence? Someone is cooking. So cook, to cook. That's the action in the sentence. Kuha. And you ask yourself who is doing the action or what is doing the action. Who is cooking? Mama. So because mama is the one doing the action in the sentence, she is in nominative case. She takes the form. She stays actually in the ground form, doesn't change, stays in the ground form. So she is in nominative case. We say when a word takes some different form, we say that this word is in this case. We say mama is in nominative. Mama. So this form, the ground form of the word, is used when the word is in the subject of the sentence or doing the action in the sentence. Mama kuha. Then, pivo je hladno. Pivo je hladno. Beer is cold. Pivo je hladno. Beer is cold. That was the second context I mentioned in the last video. When we describe stuff. So we start to learn the language, we learn words, the meanings, the gender, and we try to describe everything we see. Pivo je hladno. So we are describing the beer. Pivo is now also the subject of the sentence because that's the thing that's doing the action is like being cold. Pivo je hladno. And you can also see here that we match the gender in the whole sentence depending on the subject. So if the subject is neutral, everything that describes this subject is neutral as well. Pivo je hladno. For example, if here we would want to say something in feminine, like kuća, then this would be also in feminine and both would end with a. Kuća je hladna. How is this called? Kuća je hladna, for example. So don't forget to match the sentence with the subject. To match the gender in the sentence according to the subject. Okay, more je plavo. Sea is blue. More je plavo. More je plavo. Sea is blue. You can see here that neutral ones, o or e, have the same ending in adjectives. Because we want to use neutral form for both, because both are neutral. So we are not going to change the last ending here. because the rule why we change o, or why do we have o or e, depends on this word. Two basic words always stay as they are. In nominative case, pivo, more. If you use a basic form, ground form, it's going to be pivo, more. If we use adjectives, you're going to take a look at the last letter here in the ground form. And if this last letter is one of the letters that are in all other alphabets and not specifically in Croatian alphabets, then we would use O. So O is like a first ending for neutral. We are going to change it to E if the last letter here in this word is a letter that is specifically like Slavic letter. We call them funny letters. And those words are like, those letters are like y, ny, zh. When you get the whole alphabet at one place, you will see that these Slavic letters form a group of funny letters. We call them funny letters because they're always causing some trouble with changing with cases or changing the last letters. For now, it is important to remember that if we have a neutral word, the word that describes this word also has to be in neutral. 80% of the time, that's going to be O in both, with any of the word, it doesn't matter. If it ends with this funny group, then we're going to use E. But for now, let's stick with O. The last example, moj prijatelj je student. My friend is a student. Moj prijatelj je student. My friend is a student. So you can see also here that we are matching everything and everything is in masculine. Moj prijatelj je student. If that would be, for example, feminine, everything would end with a. Moja prijateljica je studentica, for example. This is all singular form. There is also plural form, but it is important to really learn and practice the singular form before you go to the plural form. So for now, let's take these words, and if you're at the beginning, repeat them. You can also write them down in the comments, or you can try to create new ones. And then come back to the video and look for the part with plural, because it's really important for you to learn basic forms and then go to the new ones, to new rules and new endings. If, however, you do know endings for singular, endings for plural will be easier to learn. Feminine word, mama. If we want to say it in plural, it's going to be mame. Mame. E. Mama, mame. If we have neutral, pivo, more. Plural, piva, mora. Both words, it doesn't matter O or E. In plural have the same ending. Be careful, this word don't change the gender. It is just ending for plural. So words don't change gender. When you learn the first basic form and you see there that it's feminine, for example, it's not gonna change the gender if we change the case or we change to plural. There are some exceptions to gender rules in general, but basic rule is that this piva Mora is the plural form of the word, of the neutral word pivo more. Last one is prijatelji, friends, so plural masculine, I, prijatelji. So mame, piva, Mora, prijatelji. Let's use this also in sentences. We can use the same ones and just see what happens with the rest of the sentences. Mame, kuhaju. So now, because the subject dictates everything in the sentence, we're gonna also have to change the verb to plural. Mame, kuhaju. So we had mama kuha, plural mame kuhaju. Piva su hladna. Now plural form, beers are cold. Piva su hladna. You can see the plural form here, su. The first one was pivo je hladno. And now we are again matching. It's neutral, it's plural, everything has to be in neutral and plural. Now there is no confusion or anything with o or e, everything is a. Piva su hladna. Mora su plava. Seas, like in plural sea. Mora su plava are blue. Now again, su plava. Same thing. And the last one, moji prijatelji su studenti. My friends are students. Moji prijatelji su studenti. Again, everything got the ending because of the subject. Moji prijatelji su studenti. My friends are students.